did this happen? So he flew out with his partner, producing partner, Andy Scheinman, and they came to visit me in my hotel, and they sat down, they said, listen, we're going to make this movie, and we've seen Lady Jane, and we think you'd be perfect for it, and are you interested? And I said, please, where do I sign, you know? And it was literally, we made the deal on a handshake right there, and so I thought, I was giddy and light on my feet for the rest of the shoot, and I was thinking, I can't wait to get back to London to shoot this movie, you know? So it was a real blessing for me.
The cast, were you told right away who was in the film?
Not right away. When I got to London, I met with Rob again, and we went and had some costume fittings with great Phyllis Dalton, who did all the costumes for this movie. She designed all the costumes for Lawrence of Arabia, if you can believe that. And she had some pictures and stuff on the floor of other actors that she was working with. I noticed who was in the cast right there. I saw Billy Crystal, I saw Chris Guest. Of course, Billy and Chris are old friends of Rob's, as you may or may not know. And so I already knew it was going to be fun, you know. And then I saw Chris Sarandon's name, and I thought, wow, Chris Sarandon, Dog Day Afternoon, right? And so I started to see all these names come together. So I realized, wow, I'm in really good company. I hope I don't screw this up. So, yeah.
The director, of course, Ralph Reiner. You've worked with Mel Brooks.
Yes.
You've worked with great Tony Scott.
Yes. Sadly, they're one of the ways, yeah.
Yes. You're with all of your experience, and you have so many productions in post-production right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite director that you've worked with?
Oh, that's hard. You know, I love every director I've worked with. You know, the relationship between an actor and the director is a very special one. You know, you have to be able to put all of your trust into that person, and they are basically putting their faith in you to carry their film. And, you know, but you also have to put your faith in them. You know that they're going to protect you and make sure you don't come off looking ridiculous, or and make you look your best. Yeah. And so, like I said earlier, I've been very blessed. I've got to work with some incredible directors, and I've learned from all of them. You know, it's a learning experience. I'm still learning today. I would say it's like my second education. I got my education in school, and then as an actor, I get to go out and I learn how to be a race car driver, or an astronaut, or a swashbuckler. You know, it's an education for me. I get to learn all these different crafts and things that I never would have learned otherwise. So it's a real wonderful journey. You know?
So you were born in London.
Yes, sir.
Went to acting school, went to school for a bit.
Yes.
How young were you when you knew what you wanted to do?
Okay, so I grew up in England, in London, and my mother was a single mom and raising 3 boys, and she had a job as a secretary, and she was earning about £20 a month to raise the 3 of us. And I don't think she'll mind my saying this now, but back then, she had to lock us in the apartment. I know you could never get away with that today. She would lock us in the apartment. Oops, feedback here. She would lock us in the apartment, and she would say, okay, you know, here's the food for you guys to eat, and here are the chores that I would like you to do. Kids, you're getting away with it today, I tell you. And I'll be back at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when I get done from work. And when you're done with your chores and everything, you can watch TV, you know, or play. So, you know, TV even then, we only had 2 stations in England. So you had to flip from one channel to the other, like BBC One, BBC, that was it. But television became my friend. You know, it was like a world that was opened up to me as a kid. Couldn't believe it. I know you guys as parents, some of you were thinking you have the same problem today. How do I drag my kid away from the television or the iPad or whatever? But, you know, as a kid, even with black and white television, which is what we had, that opened up a whole world to me. I got to see comedy, I got to see movies, I got to see great TV shows. And so I knew right then, as a kid, that looks like fun. That's something I want to try my hand at.
With your permission, I'd like to open up for questions, but before that, I just have to know, are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm actually both. No, I'm right-handed. Let me take this down a little bit more. I don't want to bust your eardrums here today. I'm right-handed, so both Manny and I are right-handed. We both had to learn how to fence with all that. But luckily, we had the most incredible trainers. And you saw the sword fight. It's pretty incredible.
And that's you.
That's actually us. I mean, what Rob said was, listen, I don't want to have stand-ins. I want to be able to film you guys doing it. So go learn it and come back and show me what you've got. So the first time we did it, we started to learn like a ballet. We had two trainers. Like I said, Savvy no witness, but they were great. And they would flip us. For instance, one day I'd learn my role, and then the next day I'd learn Mandy's, and then Mandy would learn mine. That way we knew each other's technique, and there was no room for error. That's how we had no accents. And it started out very slow. Practices this, that, right? By the time we got it down to show Rob looked at it and he said, and it was over in like under a minute. He goes, "That's great, but it's too short." And so the trainers were scratching their heads, and he said, "Go back and add some more." So that's when they built this tower that you see, the steps that we go up, and it almost pushes me over the edge, and then the whole flip thing. That was not the honest. I could lie to you and tell you that I do not know how to do a somersault on this. Anyway, so we added that whole piece, and then we came back and showed him, and he said, "That's better, it's longer, and that's what I'm after." So that's how we did it.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that. Questions? Yes, sir.
So, thanks for coming. I'm sure I speak for everybody in the room.